Good morning. All eyes, ears, and everything actually leads to Uyo today for that epic encounter between Nigeria and Benin Republic, between the Super Eagles and the Cheetahs. That is the subject of our conversation today on 90 Minutes with Mathematical. But my guests, my super guests are here. Victor Agali is here, Edema Fuludu is here, and of course, Vincent Enyeama. Vincent, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, senior man. Good morning. Hope that you can hear my voice.
Fantastic. Good to hear you. How is Lille in France?
Yeah, Lille is good. We're balling, getting ready for the winter coming in a few weeks. So we're fine. We're doing it. Now it's Nigeria.
Now, wow, Nigeria, all roads lead to Uyo this morning. All roads lead to Uyo.
Yes, so we have to win that particular one.
Everybody is focused. But good to see you. And Edema is on the other line. Edema is on the field. The man is going to play football this morning.
Good morning, Edema.
We are playing today. All roads lead to Uyo. We are playing in Uyo. But you know that Uyo, for some reason, when you look at the matches when we don't play there, that we have played there, you know, since that stadium was set up, it is like 50-50 almost. We lose as many matches as we have won. So that place does not look like genuine home ground for us. But what do you think? What do you think? Just your thoughts first before we go into our conversation proper. Let me start with Vincent. Since you have this fantastic hotel in Uyo, I never come enjoy there, but I go soon
come now, come. I will gladly host you to a free weekend.
Fantastic.
I will gladly host it a free
So
weekend.
let's talk of Uyo.
The stadium, like you just said, Uyo is a fantastic place. It's a very beautiful city. I mean, not that crowded like Lagos and Abuja and the other big cities in the country. The truth is, the field is good. You know, so when as a professional player, once you get on a good turf, you just want to play football. Once you get on a good field, you want to play football. Now, most of our opponents are being underrated. We are Nigeria. We will beat them. We will win. It's okay. We will beat them. And unfortunately, these guys come in with a tactic, with a game plan, and they sit back and they try to play on the counter. They try to play on the set pieces. They try to get one goal. And once they get one goal, because of a good pitch, it enables them to play free football. It enables them to play good football. So that's just the truth. It's not that it's not a good home ground. It's a good field. It's a good home ground. It's a good place to play football. It's just that it's a very good pitch. And every player wants to play on a good pitch.
Okay.
And Nigeria being Nigeria, we will always we will always underrate these teams. We underrate this and then we pay for it. We pay cash for it.
Particularly when the team is Benin Republic. They have, it's not a team that we even think twice about beating. We just beat them. We don't think twice about beating them. Every time, anywhere, we can beat Benin Republic. But suddenly, they just come. We went to a neutral ground, Abidjan, good ground, no big fans, and they go and beat us. Edema, that psychological boost that they have beaten us, and we have struggled against several other younger teams. What do you think what kind of impact will that have for today's match?
Yes, you know that when the dog bites a man, it's normal. It's normal. But when a man bites the dog, it's very unusual, and that is big news. That is what has happened. And the fact is that it has given the Beninois a lot of morale, a lot of psychological boost to say, after all, the Super Eagles are no longer super. If we can beat them in a neutral ground, we can also do the same in their home ground. So I'm not looking at this match as a match that is a walkover match. This is a match that our players must come to the party. Okay? You made mention of whether Uyo was a good ground or not a good ground. For me, anywhere good football can be played, you will get good results. In as much as the players come to the party. And head to head, you cannot compare our players to the Beninese players. Head to head, you cannot compare them. We know our players are known all over the world because they play in big leagues. Yet, we underrated them. If you start underrating, I agree with Enyeama, if you start underrating any team, they are capable of doing you anything too. So, for me, we have never had, a crowd like Lagos in all these years I'm in football. If it was Lagos, you can't play football in Lagos and decide not to win and you think you can get away with it. National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. That was the Lions' den for us. Mr. Chief Segun Odegbami, in your days, National Stadium was the place to be. But Uyo is a quiet place. Uyo, the fans are not as vociferous as, the Lagos fans or the Kaduna fans or the Kano fans. So our players in retrospect need to know that they are given a leeway to play good football. They must come to the party so that we can beat Benin Republic. Benin Republic should not be a country we should be talking about. Yes, there are no minors in football again, but we must come to the party. That's the first thing that must be done. Players must psychologically be boosted up to say, we are here to win because there is no other choice.
Okay. Vincent, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Even though we can't see your face again. We can see it now. See, I'm just talking now about the psychology in the team. And this is what only you, when I say you professionals, can be able to guide us, the rest of us, to understand what is possibly happening, to the psychology of our Nigerian players. We have a relatively new coach, 1 week old. He's just an interim coach. He has assistants that are just local coaches. And here we have mega stars, all our players, mega stars, including some that have been mentioned for Ballon d'Or for even this year. That is World Player of the Year. They are in our team. And we have, local coaches without any experience, international experience, assisting an interim coach. All that set up. What do you think? This is all psychology now. In our team, we have a coach that is 1 week old. He's an interim coach. Then we have assistants. They are from the local league. They have no experience internationally at any level, whether at player level or even at coaching level. And we have players who are mega stars. Some of them are even listed in this year's Ballon d'Or. You know that caliber of players. The psychology amongst you players, when you see this kind of coaches, and then your own ego and all of that, how do you think that would impact on the national team? I don't know. I don't know because I didn't play
The truth is, my generation was quite different. I don't know how it worked. My generation was quite different because we had a lot of respect for people. And me, I was brought up to respect whosoever is in front of you, whosoever is your chief, whosoever is your coach. That's how my father raised me. May he so rest in peace. So I did not have a problem. I can't really remember playing for a foreign coach, apart from Largeberg, that I was just 1 or 2 months, and Betty Vaux, that didn't give me a chance to play, which I was not even in his camp, apart from the Nations Cup camp. I have always played for the local coaches. I've always played. I had it's Onigbinde that invited me. Then Chuku took over. Then I had a Guavon. So I have always played for. I have always played for the local coaches. Then at the point, I think I had Amodu, may so rest in peace. I had Keshi, may so rest in peace. So those are the coaches I've had in my life. Respect has nothing to do with if you are a mega star or a small star. Respect is just one of the things that drives the train. If you respect whosoever is in front of you, then he will drive the train. He will ride the train. It's just a very simple thing. Respect whosoever is there. Everyone knows the Guavon. The Guavon is a regular face in the setup. And so why not? You have to give him the respect. You have to give him the respect. I believe in God. Once you respect the man in authority, God respects you. If you don't respect the man in authority, God will never respect you. It's just a very simple thing. So me, I don't have a problem even if these guys are from the local league. Guavon brought them. Even if they are from the local league, these mighty mega stars were once young players. They were once people like this guy. There's always a beginning for everyone. This is a beginning for this guy. So respect them, support them. They say run, you run. They say tackle, you tackle. They say make this, you make it. It doesn't change your life. It's just for 1 week. It's just for a few days. And after you're back to your mega status in your club, it doesn't change anything. I played for Amokachi. I never complained. I was with Ike Shurumu was my coach. Who else? I never had the opportunity of playing for a megas. And to come to talk of it, I've always been saying we don't need a foreign coach. We need to support we don't need a foreign coach. I don't believe in it. I've always been saying it. We don't need a foreign coach. We need to support our own. We need to train our own. If they should make clinics for local coaches, bring people to do local training for these guys, put them, support the NIS, build it up, make it of a standard, create clinics for the coaches in the country, weekly clinic, monthly clinic, yearly clinic, make courses for the coaches, support them, send some of these guys to foreign clubs to do attachment. Why do we need to go and pay $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 or euros for a foreign coach? That money can save a lot of families in Nigeria. That money can save the country. I have nothing against it, but then the truth is, I believe in our own. I support local coaches. Support them. Like these guys that are now, what is wrong with if you write to AC Milan, please, can you have my coach for 3 weeks? Cost paid by the FA. Write to AC Milan, write to Bolton, write to Manchester United. Now, they will never say no. These clubs will say no.
Very good.
Write to Arsenal. Nigeria is a fan of Arsenal. Nigeria is a fan of Chelsea. Write to Chelsea. Olafinjana is part of the Chelsea setup. Write to him. Tell him to tell his people. Bring these coaches on board.
Wow.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And you see the level of football change in the country.
I hope that.
Cost paid by that $1,000 you want to pay to a foreign coach. Bring it and put it in development programs. I'm not a fan of a foreign coach. Unfortunately, I know people will interpret it wrongly. People will say, Nyama said, don't bring foreign coach.
Of
I
course,
never said so.
It's not wrongly
I am not
now.
a fan. No, I know our people, they will turn it. You will see tomorrow, people that are listening will turn it round.
So
but I'm only saying, support our local content. I am a fan of this.
Fantastic.
We have local coaches that are new on board. Support them. Create a program for them. Push them to the show. Push them to the limelight. And then you see even these mega stars you're calling mega stars will respect them. But when the FA doesn't even respect them, the mega stars won't respect them. It's a very simple thing.
Well,
so that's just my little mindset about it.
Coming from you, one of the few players in our history that has served the country the longest with all your experiences, for these things to come out of your mouth. I hope Nigerians are listening, because some of us that have been promoting these local coaches, and it may even go beyond local coaches. We are talking of indigenous Nigerian coaches. We have them, so many of them, including Vincent himself, who should be part of developing our football. That's what some of us have been saying for so long. Now, in an emergency situation, because the foreigners would not respond to us positively. Edema, are you there? Because they will not respond to
I'm here with you.
Now we are falling back to our own Nigerian. Just suppose that we now play this game. God forbid, and we don't do well enough. you see, they will go back to that chorus. Oh, Nigerian coaches are not good. Not knowing that they gave these people less than 1 week to put that team together. And in fact, some of the players just came 2 days ago. So how are you going to put up a team that is going to be truly formidable?
The truth is we just have to accept it. Accept it. I'm sorry to say this, but we still also have some of the ex-players that are now into coaching.
Exactly.
I think Onyekachi Akpam is into coaching. John Otaka is into coaching. They are all handling. I think Onyekachi is handling something in Nice in 17. John Utaka is handling something in Montpellier in the under 16, 17. So these guys call them up. Call them up. They will gladly come.
Fantastic.
I'm not talking about myself. I'm not putting myself in there because everybody know I have been blacklisted by the federation. Everybody knows what I have been blacklisted by the federation. So I'm not putting myself in there, but I'm talking for other people.
No, you are not blacklisted. But Edema, your own thoughts.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm in tandem with what Vincent has been saying. Thank God I've heard another ex-international who says that in support of local coaches. We need local content. The truth is that, we are forgetting the principles of starting anything. Every foundational team must have this principle. If you want to drive a vehicle, let me say a manual vehicle or even an automatic vehicle, the principle is that it must start from gear 1. We cannot jump into something that is above gear 1 for the vehicle to move. We as a system needs to reorganize ourselves. Now we are talking of local coaches, local content. It's what we want. We must start, we must develop. It takes time, but we must start somewhere. If you don't start, how can you get somewhere? Experience comes with a lot of hard work, a lot of input. When people get experience over time, they begin to, whatever they have brought will now be harnessed into the system. You talk of, whether the players, megastars will respect our coaches and stuff like that. It is an in-house thing. It started way back. I tell you, when Westhoff was in the country, I've often told this story. The secretariat has to respect the Nigerian coach before the players will even do.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Ota, Ogun State. We were preparing. I think it's qualifiers for Senegal 92 or Tunisia 94. We were training, and then Westhoff was somewhere in Holland. He hasn't come back. We were in camp, and then we needed 30 balls, even 10 balls by Shuku for us to start training effectively because we had bad balls. Shuku could not get 10 balls in 1 week. And Westhoff came and got 30 balls in 1 day.
Wow.
It starts from the foundation of the house. Now, a lot of us who speak like this, yes, Enyeama said, I've been blacklisted. We are not blacklisted. You pay a price for speaking up, on issues like this. But this is our constituency. We must speak up. A lot of us speak up and they just put us aside. We have people who are quality. We need square pegs in square holes. For Eguavon is an icon of Nigerian football, and it's a world icon as we can classify him. Eguavon deserves respect from these megastars. They are megastars, but they came from somewhere. If you don't have respect, if you don't have respect for your own, nobody will respect you tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Okay? So the players individually must come themselves to order and say, look, whoever is our leader is ordained by God. So let us follow him. Because tomorrow we're going to lead somewhere. We're going to lead somewhere. I told Tarek Okorowanta some time ago, I said, Tarek, you were a super brat. And he was laughing. The days where you were dealing with your coaches, now you are saddled with Bayelsa United, team manager. What will you do? He said, man, now, wow, it's good for somebody to do what is right too. I said, now you are paying the price because these boys unknowingly may even disrespect you without, it's karma. It's karma, it goes round. So I'm saying that we must encourage our local coaches. Okay. Look at Enyeama saying that all the thoughts he has just brought out from his mouth now to say, we can talk to Chelsea, we can talk to Man U, we can talk to clubs abroad. It's reality. But, if the person who knows it is saddled with responsibility, all these things will happen. It's not rocket science. It will happen like this. So for Eguavon and his crew, I'm happy that you have a country's football should be judged the one that won the quality of his league and Remo coach. First and second in our league. A country's football should be judged by the quality of his league. And if we have first and second who won the league, why not give them responsibility? Why not encourage them? Why not let people know that once you do well, there is somewhere for you to head to? Like our players. Players who play well should also have the notion in mind, psychological build-up that, look, this is an avenue for me to start going to the national team. If I play well, I'll be invited. Let us begin to do things like this.
No, but for a very critical, crucial match that will determine our fate. Do you throw in coaches that do not have any experience at that level? That's the big question. But I'm not asking you to answer it. I'm not answering.
Big Shed.
Yeah.
Big Shed.
Yeah.
You must learn from somewhere.
But no, because you know why I'm saying this? Because this match, we are talking of one match, two matches. If you lose it, then you are gone from the AFCON. And you know you are talking of public sentiment. There's public sentiment and emotion and passion.
We have passed through this channel before. We lost the World Cup now. Did the earth open for Nigeria to be swallowed? Okay. We have passed through it. We must take risks. If you want to make omelette, you break eggs.
Okay. All right. Victor Agali is there. I don't know if we can hear his voice. Can we hear your voice? Let me unmute so we hear your voice. Good morning, Victor. We've not had our African Player of the Year, Victor Osimhen, play in that team that lost to Benin Republic. We've not had one of our best fullbacks ever, I know, play in the teams that have not done so well after AFCON. Now, all of them are back in that team, but they had only 3 days to put together. Is that how can we improve on that kind of a thing? Osimhen may have trained only once with the team before playing this. Is this okay? What can we do? Vincent? And what
this is the truth is a question that I will not really be able to answer because I'm not part of the setup. So I will not go against it. Neither will I criticize. Neither will I support it.
No, how will it affect the team? That's what I'm saying. No.
It won't. It has nothing to do with it affecting the team because the team, they know themselves already, and these guys are professional players. When I used to play football, I can bet on it. I can't remember a competition apart from the AFCON proper that I had a complete setup. I think most players join us a day to match. Most players join us even at the match venue for away games. Most players were 2-3 days to the games, and we never had a complete house. It's been a Nigerian thing, and that is it's a structure. Like Edema said, you have to start somewhere. Before you make omelette, you have to break eggs. You cannot magically have omelette without breaking eggs. So you have to set up a structure that will make everybody resume on a particular date. It's just the truth. We all know the calendars of these big guys, these players. You know they play on Saturday, you know they play on Sunday. So you put up a structure that once they play on Sunday, you give them 24 hours, and the other day they are resuming. Once they play on Sunday or Saturday, so just have, then that has to do with managerial, so I don't like jumping into where I'm not invited. We make the no trend. But the truth is a matter that we have to win, and we will win it because we have the quality.
Very good.
We have the quality. We make the no trend, Seth. They just make the no trend.
I like your spirit. No, I like that spirit.
No, they shouldn't train. They shouldn't train. Nigeria has never had problems to represent Nigeria because Nigeria's problem has always been May, June. They shouldn't train. Why are they training? They've been trained. They just from the preseason. Nigeria has never had problems now. Nigeria's problem has always been May, June. June, because that's when people are tired. That's when they want to go on holidays. So that's when Nigerian team always have problems. But September, October, November, we always beat people 3-4-0, 5-0 because we are fresh out of pre-seasons.
Yeah, I've never even thought of this one. This is very, very new to me. Fantastic. This, that's why it's good to talk to people that know, people that have the experience, people that have the.
No, but that's the truth. That is when you see people will not arrive in camp. It's in June, not now. Okay. Even now, your club want to see if you were playing in your national team that you went. They want to know when you arrived. They want to know what you did. In Lille, that is how it works. In Lux, they have a plan. Oh, this is it. I don't know if it's still working now because I'm not part of the Lux setup. But then, they like a report card. So they shouldn't train. The reality is that they have to win.
Benin Republic are in trouble.
If they let them carry hand, throw ball inside net, we okay.
Let them just come to the party. That is the bottom line.
Victor Agali has joined us. Victor Agali, that great center forward.
They shouldn't train. They should not train. Wear your boot. They are fresh out of preseason. What are they talking about? Fresh out of running in the wood, fresh out of gym, fresh out of everything.
Stephen Keshi used to fly. He will fly, play one match here, and fly back and go and play another match the following day. But Victor Agali, let's hear your voice. Have you been following our conversation?
Yeah, sorry, I just joined you guys.
No, that's
so
okay.
Far, it's been interesting.
That's okay. Good to see your face, man. The giant.
Thank you.
The giant center forward. So, how now? So, just your general thoughts on today's match.
Yeah, it's going to be a strong match for us. Following our last match against them, they won us back lately, and Uyo has always been a very good ground for any team that can play good football to run away with good result if they put their hearts together. And the Republic of Benin, now under Genot, has really improved. We must appreciate that, and that's why we should tread carefully today. And although on paper we look better, but management-wise, we've really struggled. And I hope that doesn't affect the team. But generally, it's going to be a strong match for us. And whoever gets the early goal today, I think will carry the day.
So I just want to say this about Vincent Enyeama for his own benefit and for the benefit of the world. You see, in our history, the history of Nigerian football, we've had some goalkeepers who have kept goal with their knowledge of playing the game. I mean, as field players. When you have a goalkeeper, he's a goalkeeper. He knows all the art of goalkeeping. But we've had some goalkeepers who were so good playing the game itself that when they are in goal, they don't do all those too many acrobatics because they understand how players play on the field and they actually played. One of them actually played on the field and also kept goal. That was late Joe Eriko. He was a field player and he was a goalkeeper. At a time, one of our coaches was actually going to field him for a match. The same thing with Best Ogedegbe. When we had problems with our striker for the Africa Cup of Nations, Otto Gloria actually thought of playing Best because Best was also a good field player. And the way he kept goal at that time, he understood strikers and so on and so forth. But at the top of them all, the one that kept goal as if he was a player, understanding how strikers played, and conserving all those energies of acrobatics and so on, is this Vincent Enyeama guy. You were just so good as a goalkeeper that they should make you a case study for how to keep goal. That is my own thought. I've never told you this. I've never told anybody this. But when I look at goalkeeping, just go and study Vincent Enyeama, and you know how to keep goal. Anyway, welcome back, gentlemen. So we are going to be taking some calls, but I'm going to be asking you now because we are coming down to today's match. Vincent, you say make we no even go play this. So how you think? You say make we no even train, make we just go play, just give people the boots. I understand it because that's that's the spirit of those days. When you gave somebody a pair of boots to represent their country, they go out there and they want to kill themselves to play and win. It's not about tactics and all those things. But so today, what do you think say go happen, Vincent? We have the fullest national team since AFCON. All the top players are in this team. If this team does not do well, then something is wrong, because we have not succeeded in the past because this player is not there, that player is not there. But this time, Victor Osimhen is there, toppest player in the whole of Africa. Ademola is there. One of those listed for Ballon d'Or is there. You know, and the rest of them go on and on and on and on. So let's look again at this match so that Nigerians will understand. There is no excuse. No excuse. But over to you, Vincent.
The truth is, you've just called and mentioned all those guys with titles and stuff like that. Titles don't play football. Titles don't play football. You have to, in France they say mouille le maillot. You have to get your shit to be dirty. You have to work it out. You have to work it out. Like Agali earlier said, that it's gonna be a tough match. True, it's gonna be a tough match because Gennard don't want to lose to Nigeria. He wants to prove a point that he was sacked unjustly. So he's going to set up his team in such a way. And Francophone countries have a way of playing against Nigeria. They don't want the ball. Francophone countries don't want the ball against Nigeria. They want Nigerians to have the ball, but they want to defend and score.
Wow.
That's Francophone style of play. You can check that out. That's how we play. If you remember the Ivory Coast match, immediately they scored the second goal. That was the end of it. They sealed it up. They blocked their back. That's Francophone style of play. So that's what they will come to do today. They'll sit back. Like I earlier said, the field is good.
Yeah.
And every top player wants to play football on a good field. I see a good field. I am motivated. I want to. Agali knows it. He wants to run behind the defense. He wants to block. He wants to push the ball on the side. He wants to shoot. It's a good field. It's not the one that you are playing on synthetic or the ball is bumpy, the field bumpy and everything. You're not motivated, but on a green surface, you want to play. So those guys going to, I'm telling you the truth, they're going to play that 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, something. You see, they block their back. They block it. They do position game, counter attack, set pieces. That's what they will play. South Africans did it. They got away with it. You think they didn't watch the video? Everybody's watching those videos. So they said, okay, they did this and they succeeded. So we're going to do the same thing. So, but now it's left for us to know that our VMI is a certain level. Our VMI is 14, 15, and we have to increase it. You have to run. You have 60 minutes to play. You give 60 minutes and tell the coach, I'm tired, I want to out. But that 60 minutes, you have to be tackled 15 times. The defender has to foul you. How many of them are ready to for their defenders to commit yellow card? That's the thing. How many of them are ready to provoke the defense to commit a red card? That's the mindset. But no, when you have to run, you have to run. The vitesse the speed has to increase. The speed of interchanging of passes. We have to have a team that is able to create lines because they're going to sit back. Who is going to play in the interline, in between the defense, in between the attack? Someone have to go in there, and it takes guts. You have to find the person who's going to put the pass to break the lines of defense. This is what they have to look out for. Because they will defend. Those guys will sit back and defend. So we need people to play through the wings. We need people with good crosses and people that are able to put those passes to break the line of defense. That's all. And everybody will have to run. I don't care how they play. All I am a Nigerian. I want at the end of the day, Nigeria 2, Benin Republic 0. Finish. Nigeria 1, Benin Republic 0. Ball inside net, I don't care. I just don't want to know. But they have to run. They have to run. Anyone with a VMI under 14 has to be charged. VMI has to increase.
Vincent, you see, you are using a technical terminology there. I'm so glad Nigerians are listening to you all over the world to know that we have our own people. You see, the language you have just spoken in the past 5 minutes, I doubt if anybody has heard that kind of language from a Nigerian coach publicly before. They don't know that we know these things. They don't know. Anyway, what will be the influence of Gennard Raw on this match? Victor Agali, because you know, he's our friend. You know, so just give us an insight into what you think, his own influence on today's match would be? The man is...
Well,
yeah.
Well, for me, Gennett is a coach I've played under, and I know how he thinks, especially if he's playing a better side, because we both agree, we all agree that on paper we have a better team, and he expects what we're going to throw at them. We have Osimhen, we have Lukman, we have Simon. He expects a lot from our attack. And Gennett haven't worked with our players for almost 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. And, he knows how we feel when we don't get the goal early. And he knows how nervous we can be when we don't get the goal early. And he's going to try to build the confidence of his own players to try and absorb this pressure from us, which will definitely bounce on them. We'll bounce on them, but they will be preparing to absorb this pressure. And, for him, if we win, they have not, it's okay for them to lose against us. And he will be looking to surprise us. So, for the fact that he knows our players a lot, and it's going to help them. And it's going to try to,
Okay. Let me take this call.
Let them absorb this pressure from us.
Well, Fuludu, I know you say you won't go play your football quick. But you see, from our own experiences, such dicey matches, maybe they need to hear from a player's perspective how the fans should conduct themselves. Because when our team doesn't score early, then they stop cheering, they get impatient, and it impacts on the players. And as we said, this match is going to be very, very tough. So speak to Nigerians for us from the players' perspective and what is expected of those who will throng that Uyo Stadium.
This is a match that is a must-win match. I told you before that when a man bites the dog, it's news. Benin Republic did bite us in Abidjan. And now all players have been vilified, including the management of our teams and stuffs. So we have to come back and make sure we win. It is very interesting to note too that because they have come from preseason and they have started their leagues and they are strong, they must put 110%. They must work their socks off. I tell you, if this match was National Stadium in Lagos, we will not even be talking about 2 goals. Because even the fans will make sure from their utterances for these players to wake up from any slumber they may have been and decide that we must win 110%. See, in Uyo like worry, when a foreign team, an away team begins to play well, they start to even hail them. Unacceptable to Lagos fans, unacceptable to Kano fans. This kind of match, that's why I'm saying that we have to make sure that we win whatever way we are going to, we must win. Gennett has a grouse with Nigeria, and he is going to pack his box. He's going to pack that box and wait for a counter. So what Eguavon and his crew must do is also to be very tactical. Whatever we do, if we are playing 60%, like Enyeama talk, 60 minutes of the game, make sure it's 100% of 60 minutes. And then we get this thing done in the first half before they begin to think anything. When we score 1-2 goals, they will come out of their shell. And that's where we are going to bombard them. But if we decide not to go to the party, that is when the game is going to be very tough for us. But for Nigerians, we are believing today that this is a make or man match and we must win it.
Okay. The big question now to Agali.
Yes.
We are not going to lose today's match. By his grace. I have done night vigil. Me, I have joined other Nigerians. We don't pray. We have done night vigil. So we just believe now at this point that despite all the odds against us, because the odds plenty, these people have beaten us before. We are playing on a ground that is neutral because it's so perfect. The ground is fantastic. And so on and so forth. So the question I'm going to ask you, after I take this call, if we don't get through with this one, we will cancel the telephone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Who is speaking with us?
Eric, calling from Papa.
From where?
Ogun State, Papa.
Okay, Papa. Please go ahead. What's your name?
Yeah.
Eric, make it very quick. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, Vincent. I'm very happy to hear your voice.
Just go ahead, make your contribution. They are hearing you.
My prediction, Nigeria is going to win 3-0 today. The two goals will come from Lukman, and the one goal will come from Osimhen.
Okay, 2 goals from Lukman, 1 from Osimhen. I wasn't asking for predictions, but that's fantastic. 3-0. Nigerians, I don't know how we get that kind of confidence. But Agali, okay, we win today's match with all the odds against us. Coach, only 1 week old. Local coaches supporting him, and so on and so forth. We win today's match. And maybe we win the next one in the next few days. Should anybody raise the idea of a foreign coach anymore? Victor Agali.
Wow.
After we have won now, because they don't like us. You know, the administrators don't like us, Nigeria. I know that now for sure. They don't want us to be there. So even this one, they are just patching us, you know. So we win. We win. We survive this huge challenge that we have. Should anybody now still tell us that they want a foreign coach? That's the question. Let me try and see if we can get this next call. Hello?
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Make it very quick.
Muiwa from Iyano.
Okay, Muiwa.
For me, irrespective of the result, I think we should copy what Senegal is doing now, or what Senegal has been doing. We just have to. We can't afford to be spending that huge on foreign coaches anymore. You know, we need to really empower our own. But we have problems with our management. Our management don't want to give us the chance. And I'm highly disappointed at their attitude, and especially towards Finidi. That was so embarrassing what they did. And we, the ex-players, have always tolerated their shortcomings. We knew how we've suffered sometimes to get to match venue. We knew how we've struggled in hotels, and we never said things like that. I remember their issue with Enyeama and all this. And whenever a player comes out to speak out, he's being victimized. And now they've put us through this stress of getting bad results. I don't know if they really care about the image of Nigerian football. But for me as an ex-player, it affects me a lot. Even if I have to travel to Europe. Hey, guy, what is happening with your Super Eagles now? You know, and it's embarrassing for me with the quality of players we have and we have found on this level. It saddens my heart that, you know, our management, and I want to use the NFF, our management is our problem. If you get a nice player to coach, what is the support you're giving him? You're not giving him enough support. Vincent Enyeama was making mention of some terms. And, you know, it takes a real player who's passed through that place to know what he's talking about. And when you have a player that comes in and you don't give him that chance, you expect him to start winning matches immediately. I mean, it's sad. So irrespective of the result we get in today, I think we should just, like what my senior man said, Fuludu, you cannot make homeland without breaking the egg. So I think we just have to decide that this is the path we're going and be patient with it. Okay. Rome was not built in a day. And if we want to settle with Nigerian coaches, especially from the ex-players or other experienced coaches who are in the league, I mean, they need backup, not from only the NFF, from other ex-players as well. And if we are not ready to give them that backup, I'm sorry. It's we keep throwing money in the air and going here and being embarrassed with looking for foreign coaches and all this. So that's my take on
So,
this.
well, I think there's a consensus about us here, particularly us, the ex-internationals. We don't want to hear this foreign coach thing. You know, I know the media people, the journalists, many of them like these foreign coaches. We, the players, we don't like this idea of foreign coaches. We should develop our own, give them an opportunity, and so on and so forth. I see Edema Fuludu. The man won't go play football. Too eager, passion, emotion, football, just they play forever and ever. So we allow you to go, but predict for us now. I like predictions. Whether, predictions turn to prayer. I tell you, I don't do my vigil last night. Real prayer. So what do you think will happen? Scores before you go. When you finish that one, then you can go. And I know Vincent is also itching because he's training some kids in Lille. He's doing a lot of training. Since yesterday, I've been monitoring him. So but I ask you, Philide, Edema, so predict and go.
I have 3 matches today. So
wow.
I have 3 matches.
You guys
today.
are so busy. Anyway, let Fuludu do his own and go. You two, you will do your own and go. Fuludu.
Minimum 2 goals. 2-0 minimum.
Amen. Okay, bye-bye. Go and play your football.
Thank you.
I will talk to you later.
Agali, take care.
Okay.
Enjoy. Me, I'm also leaving.
Yes, okay, Vincent, you two, you are also leaving. I want to thank you very much for what you have done. But I want to assure you that
Let me get sweat a bit. They don't give me chance.
What did you say?
Don't run.
Okay, don't run. Okay, so Vincent, ex-internationals have a big role to play in the future of Nigerian football. We must not be tired. We must not be frustrated. We must not be irritated by what is going on. We must come forth. We must show up. We must do the things that we need to do. So don't let anybody frustrate you. Don't let what people are saying distract you. Just join with the others and let us continue to say what we are going to say. So
I already told you, I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I am in support of the federation. I'm in support of the cause. I'm in support of everything. If you follow the story of the last few days, Trosecon had a charity event. I was part of it. I played a part in that. There was another charity event in Abuja that invited players, and I was part of it. I don't have a problem. I support it. But what I'm trying to say in essence is, like Agali just said, build up the home front. That's all. Yeah. I'm not he said, Rome was not built in a day. True, Rome was not built in a day. So, like these guys that are new, build them up. I'm so happy. I've won had a few coaching programs somewhere, I think in Iceland or something, I can't remember, which is very good. Send people out, do clinics for them. But for today, now 3 points. That's all. I don't know. I know big count go. I don't know.
You don't know
Buko. I won't be like Guardiola. I go score you 10. You go score me 9. No problem.
Fantastic.
I go score you 2. You go score me 1. But make I win. That's just it.
Fantastic.
Anyway, thank you
Vincent,
guys for the opportunity. I have to run.
Okay, yeah.
I have to get into the shower because I have first match in the next 1 hour to attend with my young goalies.
Fantastic. Well done. Thank you very, very, very much.
Agali, it's nice seeing your face. I'm so happy that you're doing well, and it's so good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see your face. It's been ages. It's been a very, very long time.
Yes, bro. I wish you the best. Huh?
God bless you.
Okay, Vincent. Thank you. And salute Madame and I will soon come to Lille. I will come to Lille.
Please come.
And I will make sure I don't end up in Lyon. Okay, have a good day, eh? Bye-bye. Well, we have a caller. Let's hear. But for the rest of the show, Agali and I and the callers will have our conversation. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. Who is this and where are you calling from?
This is Ayo calling from E4.
Okay, E4. Ayo from E4.
Yeah, among all the questions you asked, the one I love most was, should Nigeria look forward to foreign coaches?
Yes.
Frankly speaking, we shouldn't look out to foreign coaches again because we have those that can, according to what Enyeama has said, we have those that can. We should train up ourselves. Based on all these things, we train up ourselves. At least we can.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Well, you haven't predicted now.
Nigeria Nigeria will surely win. That's just the prediction. Vincent Enyeama has said it, Agali has said it, and that's just it. Minimum of 2 goals.
Okay. Minimum of 2 goals. All these goals. Well, no, but good, really good, Agali, to speak with you, and I like what I see. You know, this is the first time you and I will be having a conversation in the media of any sort, and I'm so completely impressed. What exactly do you do these days?
When I came back after the game, I had my license in Germany, my UEFA license. So I went into coaching and I went into the local league. But what I saw at the government team, especially, was disappointing. So I now decided to run my own, got my own football field. Had a partnership with a private owner. There was already an existing club on the league already, AS Racing, which is owned by the popular Emmanuel Ibru.
Okay,
So,
Emmanuel Ibru. How is he these days?
Yeah, he's fine. So I had a partnership with him, and I provide the facility. And
Hello, good morning.
We have a caller. Let's hear him. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Big Chef.
Yeah, how are you? Who is this?
The guest in the house.
Hello?
Yeah, this is the voice of Lodge from Watson.
The voice of who?
Lodge from Watson.
You are not talking to me. You are talking to the world. So you better introduce yourself to the world. It's not me. You are not talking to me. But I know you are in that city of Wasimi. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm a very big fan of local coaching. But one genuine question is, can our officials give the enabling environment to our local coaches like they do to foreign counterparts?
Will they give our local coaches the conducive environment to work and give them the same incentives as they would give foreign coaches? Well,
yes, sir.
I don't even think they will do that, but that's not what we are even talking about. It's not about the incentives.
Okay, sir. Concerning Super Eagles.
Yes, but go ahead.
So I can see our boys are fully ready. One thing I like about them is they turn up earlier this time around. And the seriousness in the camp, I think our Super Eagles will win by 4 goals to 2.
4 goals to
2.
Okay, 4-2. All those people that bet, make una just go bet. 4 goals to 2. 4 goals. The man is so specific. 4 goals to 2. Yeah. Okay. Agali, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you. I'm interested in you. I'm interested in what I've just heard this morning.
Yeah. So I just decided to go to have the partnership with Emmanuel Ibru. So we both have a football team. We have our own training ground. We have our own camp somewhere in Badagry. And we develop the young ones. We have the under 15 and then the senior boys who plays in the league. And those who are still in school, we try to take them up, still assist them in school and develop them. So it's not just the football thing. We look at the business side, and we also try to give the young ones hope. Football is supposed to bring hope to people. So we take, and football also is being played by kids from usually poor backgrounds. So we try to support their education and still give them that hope of being a professional player in the future.
Hello?
And we've had in the last...
You will continue. Let's take this
My
call.
name is Vincent.
Vincent, you see?
Sir.
But
I am calling from Ifo.
Your own is not Vincent Enyeama. Which Vincent?
I am Okoji.
Vincent Okoji. Okay, from Ifo.
Yeah, please.
Okay, go ahead.
I am concerned about the players.
Yes.
Let us win as a Nigerian. Let the players cooperate. Cooperating with the team, and we see us winning. And again, one point I want to make is that Uyo has not been favorable to Nigerians. I would prefer us playing in Calabar. Calabar has been a very good ground for us.
How do you know they have a good pitch now? It's not just mentioning a town. Do you know
Will
the
it be
condition
approved?
of the field? Is it good? It is not. So how can you
The
just
fans
use
there,
it?
you have said something concerning the fan.
I'm not
And
talking of fan.
the
I'm
Lagos
talking of
man.
the field. You are talking of Calabar.
The fan will go a long way.
We
to
are
help us.
talking of the field, not the fan. The field. Calabar does not have a good field. So how can they go and play there? There is no good field anywhere in Nigeria except in Uyo. There is no good field. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is no good field, no good stadium, good enough anywhere in Nigeria, which is a shame on all of us as Nigerians. There's not one good one. So don't mention any town. Whether the only place we can play is Uyo. Finish. Finish. Nigerians, I hope you are all hearing. You are all hearing.
We must win today.
All those people who are parading artificial turf and all these things, this one is mixed something, this, all those things are just business conversations. People to make money. For the good of our game, we need to develop the grounds where the players play, so that it can meet the standard of Uyo and even beyond. That's the only time you can say, go and play in Abuja, go and play in Lagos, go and play here, go and play there. Because we don't have any field anywhere except in Uyo that is actually good enough for the kind of football that we should be playing. Agali, am I lying? Please, I beg, speak up.
You're very correct, Big Bros. You're very correct, and it's disappointing.
Because
it's sad. And we want to get to the semi-final of the World Cup, and you can't even boast of 5 standard stadium. That's sad.
We have a caller. Hello. You see, this message, I have been preaching it since 1988 about the condition of the fields. That is number one. Let us get the fields going. People don't hear. People don't understand. People don't. I don't even know. They move it. Let's take it to Benin. Let's take it to Kano. We went to Kano. We lost. We didn't go to the World Cup because we went to play in Kano. We went to Enugu. We lost. We didn't go to the World Cup because we played on a bad pitch. The pitch is critical, number one. Hello?
Good morning, Richard.
Good morning.
My name is Muyi Salau.
Niyi?
Muyi Salau.
Okay, Muyi. Okay, go ahead. Where are you calling from?
Let me just thank you, Segun.
Where are you calling from?
You are doing a very, very good job. Bringing all these former players together and uniting them and doing a lot to improve our football. I don't think there's any other thing you can do that can impress me the more.
Thank
you. You are doing a good job. Of course, I'm not surprised because you are a former captain of the Green Boots, and as a former captain, this is what we should expect from you. You are doing a good job. Please keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, you are thanking me. That's all. Well,
yes.
That's good. I really appreciate that. So, as we prepare to go, the final words are going to be from my very good friend. No wonder Emmanuel Ibru has captured you and put you under his wings. Emmanuel is my friend. I haven't seen him for a long time, and I wish I would see him. Just salute him for me. We will be taking this. We'll be taking this last call, and then the last words will come from you, and then we'll be gone for today. Because Mumuni Alawo was the one who sent me a message this morning, and it was a quote. I promised him I would recite his quote, and he says that, okay, let's take this call. Hello? He's gone. His quote is that somehow, he thinks Nigeria will win today against all the odds, as we have been saying. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, this is the last caller. You're going to be the last caller. Okay, Muyiwa, yes.
I just want to thank you very much. Thank you so very much.
Yes, you are just thanking me.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Thank you also. Well, I wanted somebody to make a contribution, so we'll just do that also. So, Mumuni Alao sent me a message, and it's a quote. He says, somehow, Nigeria is going to win today's match. And when I asked him why, he said, He that is down needs fear no fall. And I said, wow, this is apt. And I remember that quote from John Bunyan. When I was in secondary school, I remember that quote. It's a poem. It's a poem. He that is down needs fear no fall. He that is low, no pride. He that is humble ever shall have God to be his guide. Yes. And this one is guiding us into today's match. Last words from you, Agali, before I thank you and we go out. Last words from you. To talk to Nigerians generally about today's match and so on and so forth, and it's bye-bye. But last words from you.
I will expect a difficult match, and we just have to be patient with the players because they are all we have for now, and we just have to give them that support, irrespective of the results. We'll still be positive about our football and support them all the way. It's going to be tough for them, and I know what's going on at the back of their mind, the enormous pressure they have now, but they still need our support, irrespective of what happens, who scores first. Continue to support the team till the final whistle. Whatever happens, we're still behind the players and we support the team.
Fantastic. On that note, I want to thank Victor Agali, that great tall center, one of the tallest center forwards in our history. When I used to say, I don't know how you used to do it with your height, but you see, you opened a whole new generation of, strikers. Because in those days, they didn't like tall people to be strikers, just as they didn't like tall people to be goalkeepers. Suddenly, it is the tall people that everybody is looking for now. You champion that cause, and I want to congratulate you for what you do. Thank you for what you have done and what you are still doing for Nigeria. And definitely, I will keep this communication with you. And I see that, there's going to be so much for you to do within this environment. So thank you, and thank you for coming on today's show. Well, that's all we are going to have. That's all we're going to give you today from Eagle 7 Sports Radio in Wasimi and Abeokuta in Ogun State. It's been terrific speaking with my colleagues. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've learned a lot just listening to, Victor Agali, to Edema Fuludu, and to Vincent Enyeama. So join us again next week, Saturday, when we bring you another edition of this show. On the note that the great Super Eagles of Nigeria will defeat Benin Republic today. And on Tuesday, they are going to defeat Rwanda in Kigali. And after that, we are going to start to celebrate our Nigerianness and remove this enslavement to this foreign and cultural mentality that has kept us down for so long. This is going to be the beginning of something new, something driven by Nigerians. Egwavon, we wish you the very best of luck with your team today. Bye-bye.